In this video, we traveled to some location to explore a former bicycle factory, but we ended up exploring an abandoned theater instead. Follow us exploring this place and learning more about the link between the bicycles and the theater. I had heard about an abandoned factory from a company who used to make bicycles from a famous Romanian brand, Biciclete Pegas. I had seen pictures of the factory with bicycle parts left there and I wanted to explore the place. When we arrived on the site, we found out that the factory was within a huge industrial compound entirely closed with an almost flawless fence. Wait, not completely flawless eventually, so we were able to briefly enter the place. But due to video cameras and dogs and not knowing exactly where the factory was within it, we chose to turn back. But an obviously abandoned building was located outside of the compound, and we were able to visit it. I first thought it was some part of the factory, but to our surprise, it happened to be a disused theater and movie theater. Actually, the Pegas factory has been a civilian part of a much larger factory, which used to make military products such as ammunition and missiles for the Romanian army. This is why the site was hermetically fenced, with even some disused watchtowers. The bicycles factory was a decision to give the group the opportunity to manufacture a civilian product and make some money in peacetime. But the factory existed only as a part of this big industrial group. Obviously, at some point, this big group built a theater for the educational and cultural benefit of the people working and living there. Remember that this part happened under the rule of the communist government, which made logical allocation of some money to spread the mighty socialist world. This is the theater that we visited, named after the industrial group 6 Martie, which means 6th of March. At some point, the group had no money anymore to keep the theater alive, and the place was left disused and abandoned, hence the state of decay in which we found it. This is a projector's room. There is no more projector here, but you still can find some small stuff that allow to relate to the time this place was used as a movie theater, such as damaged pieces of movie film and charts mapping the seats from the theater rooms downstairs. We went quite rapidly through the basement, because what was on the ground was covered with black mold and we didn't have any protection mask. It was only later that I got it that what was scattered on the ground and what we walked on was books. Being the local cultural center, this place was not only a theater and a movie theater, but it was also a library. The books are now laying the basement floor and likely irremediably lost. Anyway, it's likely that a number of these books are some kind of socialist propaganda. And now, would people be interested in reading them anyway? Here is another interesting artifact to connect us to the time when this place was a lively cultural center. Obviously, this diploma was about the participation to some dancing contests, celebrating the Florida cult, the Edelweiss flower. You can appreciate the issuance by the Committee for Socialist Education and Culture. There is not so much to be seen in this place, aside from a few small artifacts reminding us of its past, but it's remarkable from its huge size compared to the small adjacent town, and from an historical point of view. This huge size, which can be explained with the money allocated to it under the communist era, is now its burden, but the company who built it and still owns it has no money anymore for such an edifice. It's very unlikely that this place will be renovated and brought back to life, and it will be just another witness of the vanity of human projects and constructions until the big roof finally collapses on the theater room. This is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.